Good morning, children. Welcome to our physics class. We will continue chapter 17, stars and the solar system. Okay, so let us start. In today's class, we will answer many questions that you keep on asking yourself. Whenever we are studying about solar system and stars, we keep on asking these questions to ourselves. So we will clear some of the questions in today's class. Okay, so first question is, why do the stars appear to us as point objects? Right? Why? Because obviously when something is very far from you, it appears very small. For example, you are going away from an object, it keeps on appearing smaller and smaller. The same thing with the stars. Although the stars might be bigger than your sun also, but sun appears very big as compared to the small stars. The stars appear to us as points, small dots in the sky. Why? Because they are very far from us. Okay, the only reason is that the distance between us and the various stars is very much, right? Much larger than that between the earth and the sun. That is why all the stars, they might be as big as or bigger than the sun, they appear very small in size. Okay, now next question is, why do the stars appear to move from east to west? Why? Whenever we see that the sun also rises in the east, sets in the west. Why is it so? Similar ways, all the stars appear to move from east to west. The answer is only because the rotation of the earth, right? The earth rotates from west to east. That is why actually the stars are not moving. We are moving on the earth. But still, the stars appear to move in the opposite direction. That is from east to west. Why? Because the rotation of the earth is from west to east. So they appear to move in the opposite direction. Okay? This picture also shows you why the stars appear to move from this east to west is only because of the rotation of the earth is in opposite direction. Okay. Now the third question, why do stars appear to twinkle? Right? The this light which is emitting by the stars, it is in the straight rectilinear propagation of light is followed there also. They are reaching us in a straight line, but when they enter the atmosphere or this gases, what happens? They have this cold air, then warm air, right? Hot air and warm air alternately, so they keep on getting refracted. The light keeps on getting refracted, and due to this refraction of light, although the light is going on in straight lines, it appears to twinkle. The light which is produced from the stars, it is in a direction which is exactly straight, but when we see them, they appear to twinkle, right? Because of refraction in two ways directions. When it is cold air this way and when it is hot air that way. That is why the light coming from the stars appear to twinkle. Then the next one and the most important of them all, what is a pole star? Okay, what is a pole star? Why is it called a north star? And another name of it is Polaris. Okay, Polaris is located just above the north pole of the earth. Okay, that is why it is also termed as the north star. The real name of the north star is Polaris. It is also referred to as pole star. Why? Because it is just above the north pole. Okay, it does not appear to move. It remains fixed in its position. Why is it that so? Because it is located just above the axis of the earth. Okay, just above the axis of the earth it is located, and so even when the earth rotates, the position of the pole star remains fixed in the sky. It does not rotate with the earth. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all, that the pole star remains fixed in its position. Okay, so as you can see that the position of the pole star remains fixed because it is located just above the axis of the earth. The earth keeps on rotating, but the position of the pole star remains fixed just above the north pole of the earth. Okay children, so we have seen that the position of the pole star remains fixed because it is located just above the axis of the earth. So even though the earth keeps on rotating on its axis, the position of the pole star does not change. It remains fixed in the sky. Okay, and as you know that earth is divided in two hemispheres. Upper hemisphere is called the northern hemisphere and the lower hemisphere is called the southern hemisphere. So because the pole star is located just above the north pole of the earth, that is why it is called the north star also, right? So it can be visible from any place on the northern hemisphere, but not from the southern hemisphere. Okay, so if you are on any place on the northern hemisphere of the earth, we can easily locate the pole star above the north pole, but not from the southern hemisphere. And this is the reason that the pole star can act as a guiding star for the sailors and the travelers also. Okay, why? Because its position will not change, right? If the sailors can see only the pole star from the sea, they don't know which direction they are going in, the pole star can easily tell them that they are heading towards the north. Okay, because it can only be seen from the north pole, from the northern hemisphere, so they know which direction they are heading towards. In the sea, it is a vast space. They don't know if no lighthouse is near, so they don't know their way. If they are lost, they can act. This pole star can act as a guiding star for them. That is why pole star is also called a navigating star, because it can show the direction to the sailors or the travelers. It was also called a lodestar for the same reason, that it could lead the way. Pole star is also called Dhruv Tara in Hindi, right? You must have seen in the pole star in the sky. Now, when we are doing the constellations, then it will be clear how to locate the pole star in the sky, right? Next class, we will study about the constellations in detail, the different types of constellations, and how can we locate the position of the pole star in the sky using the Ursa Major and Ursa Minor constellations. Okay, this we will do in the next video or the next online class. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye for now.